Hi, it's Cassandra coming back with another video. Today, guys, I just want to put my 2 cents in about the whole governing body allowing the Jehovah's Witnesses to go to school and receive a high education and everything. And that has been, kind of sore spot for many of us, XJWs and the ones that's in there or whatever, because we know that the whole thing of them telling us not to seek education was to keep us down, to make us feel that we only had to look forward to the new system of things and everything, and to put our trust in what they were saying. So to get a higher education, they really discouraged that. On top of that, they knew that if you sought out higher education and everything, then you will be able to learn how to critical think, because there are classes and everything to teach you how to critical think. And so if you kept thinking for yourself, then that wouldn't be too good for the organization. So many of us did not go after a higher education. As a matter of fact, many of us didn't do the best that we could do in our lives in order to play ourselves small, in order to fit in the box of the Jehovah's Witness cult. So this is why I'm coming back to really extend my apologies and, everything for how they are making people feel. Because the way they came back out and said that they're not going to really, just apologize for anything that they say that's wrong, because they just call it a new light and then just keep it moving. And for so many years, that has worked, because that's what that generation accepted. That's why they know that they don't have to say that they're sorry for anything, because it really worked. That when they said something, they stayed. The people in the organization stuck with it. They put pressure on each other. They sheriffed each other. So nowadays, they know that they're not going to be able to do those new children like that. The new generation is not going to accept the whole shunning process. They're going to stop that too, because they'll shun their own parents. These days, they're not going to be put through those kind of ropes that we were put into. The same thing with the blood transfusion. They're going to change that, because nobody's listening to that. The whole thing about education, those children are already going to get their higher education, or doing whatever they want to do, starting their own businesses and stuff like that. They're not listening to what no governing body say. That's for the old people. And they're not going to apologize, because they don't even care if they leave or not. Being a man-made cult like that organization, they don't care, about the older people leaving. They just need these new people in. So yeah, they changed a lot of stuff, mustaches and suits and pants, and not being able to, you don't have to wear that. The women can wear dresses, and the whole policies changing about the educational policies and everything. And that's more and more going to change, because they're really distancing themselves away from children, because they know that children are not supposed to really be inside of a fraternity or a sorority, and that's what all it is. It's just a really cult club, you know. So anyway, I'm really happy about the information, that they really, the new children, because I always champion children's rights. So I'm glad that they have the right for their parents to get off their backs and everything. But really, they was going to ignore their parents anyway, because people of this new generation, they're going to have their own minds, so they can think for themselves. So they're not going to just lay down and let anybody just tell them what to do. So it's almost like, a teacher telling the children that after a hot day of recess, that they can't get a drink of water. And then a lot of them just started going to the water fountain anyway. Then she just said, all right, y'all can have a water break, So that's all the governing body is doing. It's just telling them, okay, because these children was going to do it anyway. So anyway, I hope that everybody is, taking care of themselves and everything, and not being too hard on yourselves for listening to what somebody else told you to do. But at the same time, you have your life now to make all the decisions that you need to make in your life in order to make the best life possible. And that's what I am wishing for all of us. Anyway, I hope that everyone's having a great day, and thank you for watching. Remember, I love y'all.